Football League brings us down south to Mercedes-Benz Stadium on the west side of downtown Atlanta. It's been a wild opening weekend to this point. Who knows what is in store tonight, as off we go for the Sunday night opener. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Now first carry here for Keaton Mitchell. And he's hit behind the line of scrimmage and taken down right away. A loss of yards. What a message on the first play.
And this is a great example of why it's so important on defense to sprint to the ball. His ability to make people miss is hard for one guy to get him on the ground. But when you can get everybody to the ball, eventually you can take them down. And in this case, they do it for a loss.
Oh, in trouble. Down he goes. It's Aiden Hutchinson, former #2 overall pick, in there to bring him down. This opening drive not going as scripted. It is 3rd and long. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. Looking into the middle, there's Flowers. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a first down. On the zone read, it's Mitchell. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll motion over Flowers. Jackson now on 2nd down. This throw right is taken in by Flowers. Now he's loose down the right sideline. What about that? Out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Oh, got him again the second time with a sack on this opening drive. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Back to throw, Jackson. Oh, this pass rush dialed in right now. They get him again.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. This defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
3rd and long for Jackson. He'll let this go towards the end zone. And the Falcons are going to get the football at their own 40.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Penix gonna throw right away. A throw left side there, not gonna find the target. Incomplete.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend. So give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
On 2nd down, here's Penix. He's got this to Bijan Robinson. Call it a gain of 13. It's good for a Falcon first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And It wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Here's 2nd and 2. They'll go play action now with Penix. He fires downfield for Pitts. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Trying to get it to Kyle Pitts. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Third and 2. And Penix. Open man is Mooney. He's got it. And he will finally be taken down inside the 10-yard line.
Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
A short game, down to the 7. Now, here's 2nd and goal. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. And he will get into the end zone. Michael Penix. Touchdown, Falcons. The extra point is up and through. And the Falcons have their first lead of the new year. They're up 7-0 here in the season opener. 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Now Jackson. There's a short one caught by Andrews. And he'll be taken down, and that's good. They motion the slot man left. On 1st and 10, Jackson. Right back to Andrews. He's got another one. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. They'll run. It's out of the gun, and it's Mitchell. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Off the play fake, Jackson. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing.
Seems like the fullback is kind of the last of a dying breed, but we see them used occasionally in the run game. But, man, when you have a guy that you can target in the passing game, it just adds one more layer for a defense to have to worry about.
He'll complete this one to Rashad Bateman. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 17 yards. 1st down, Jackson now to throw on 1st down. And that one is complete along the boundary. Good job of getting those feet in back.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
And the Ravens are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them down to the 1.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same setup.
Powering forward. He's in. Patrick Ricard. Touchdown, Baltimore. Point after coming up here. He's got it. And the Ravens will level things out at 7 apiece. We're all tied, 7 apiece. And the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, here is Penix. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down. From the gun, it's Penix. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
They've been a little up and down in this first half. I mean, they have less than 80 yards of total offense and halftime looms. So missed throws like that, those are missed opportunities. They've got to hit the plays when they have them if they want to have a chance to leave here with a win.
That'll be caught by the running back, Robinson. Good work after the catch. They gain 19 yards and a 1st down.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
It's a big run by Robinson. 32 yards.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll go again with Robinson. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
Another run here for Robinson. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now it's 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Penix. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
And he's not going to get away. They get him down right after the catch. Great rally to the ball to force a turnover on downs. A 1st down throw for Jackson. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Now it's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
On third down, Jackson. He gets this complete to Mitchell. The Ravens now going to use their final timeout. They'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. 15 yards through the air. Good for a Raven first down. Again, it's Jackson. Going up top. That is brought in. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 75 yards. Touchdown, Baltimore. And how about that? His first career catch also becomes his first career NFL touchdown. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Here's Penix. That's to the right side and incomplete.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
Now Penix to throw on second down. He's going to air this one out, and that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
Oh, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly, it is 3rd and 10. Mooney in motion. And that is incomplete.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring fourth down right in the face.
That's taken at about the 14. That's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half. About to get started. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And he'll get about 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5 at the 35-yard line.
He'll try the right side with Robinson. And he'll get this close to the first down. It's a pickup of 4, but it still leaves 3rd and short. On 3rd and 1, here's Penix. He fires downfield for Pitts. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line.
And it's the arm talent, Mike. It's on full display. His ability to step up in the pocket, get everything behind that ball, and throw a laser downfield. That's not a throw that all quarterbacks in the NFL are capable of making. And I think it was pretty good defense. Just turned out to be a better throw.
That is brought in at the 10. And he'll be taken down.
Well, they certainly aren't wasting any time marching down the field. I mean, you only need one hand to count how many plays they've run, and yet they find themselves 1st and goal inside the low red zone.
They'll run with Robinson. From the 1, 2nd and goal. One more time, it's Robinson. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Bijan Robinson. Touchdown, Atlanta. The extra point, up and good. And the Falcons will tie things up. We are all even at 14. So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10. Play action now. Jackson. Going up top and looking for Flowers.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ended up being a wasted down.
Second down, Jackson. This throw right is taken in by Flowers. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. They'll let the fullback try to push the punt. He will have a Ravens first down. They're able to convert, albeit not by much, but they get it on 3rd and a yard. On play action, here's Jackson. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. From the gun, Jackson. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. So after the loss on 1st, Here's 2nd and 14. Throwing Jackson. Open man is Bateman. He's got him. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag, picks up what he can.
Jackson, so nimble. He's got the 1st down and wisely gives himself up at the end.
This is exactly how it's supposed to look on 3rd down. His eyes are downfield, nothing materializes. He quickly decides he can do it himself, picks up the 1st down, and then to protect himself with the slide, well done.
Now, faking the give. That is caught by the tight end. Mark Andrews. Touchdown, Ravens. No problem there on the extra point. And the Ravens have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. And that'll be incomplete on what turns out to be the final play of... We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll throw. It's Penix. He's going to take a shot here for Mooney.
Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the 4th quarter.
And that is incomplete.
Often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. 4th down, and here's Penix. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance, trailing here in the 4th, but they will turn it over on down. Off the play fake, Jackson. Throw across his body is complete. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. On play action, he'll set up to throw. He's close to a 1st down. A gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. And you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
First carry for one of the league's best workhorses, Derrick Henry. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Great job here defensively, Mike. Make them snap the ball again. 2nd and 1, they're not conceding anything. Make it 3rd and 1 and see if your defense can come up again with a stop for no gain.
This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. They'll try and run for this with Henry.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the 1st down.
An opportunity for what could be a game-sealing 1st down and goal. They send him right out of the slot. And that is not going to work out as planned. A tough spot to try to run a play like that. Either way, it's blown up back behind the line of scrimmage. Now from the 9, it'll be 2nd and goal. On the ground, here's Mitchell. And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one. His last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Jackson now. And that is incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front. It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, here is Penix. That one intercepted. Picked off by wk1 Smith. Point after try forthcoming. The kick is good. And the Ravens will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Here's a 2nd and 6. Now Penix. This is caught down that right sideline. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal.
They really showed off their connection on that pitch and catch, Mike, and just really good ball placement and really good separation downfield. And when those 2 things align, it's just really challenging for a defender to stay with them.
and he will score. Bijan Robinson, touchdown Falcons. That his second touchdown now here in the season opener. This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Well, we knew, Mike, this was going to take a miracle. All they needed to do was recover this, score, recover another one, score again. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, and this game's all but over.
They'll start this on the ground with Mitchell. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down. Another run here with Mitchell. One final chance for this defense. And here's third down. Now Jackson, this a design run. And they pick it up. He's to the 42-yard line. And the drive continues. First down. A give up the middle for Mitchell. And he'll be brought down there. And that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this fourth quarter. So it is a win here for the visitors, the Ravens. They move to 1-0, getting the victory to begin the new campaign. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Atlanta.